What is up, guys? Welcome to a new video. First of all, I want to say that my new track Superman with my new name Wildcrow is already out, so you can check it everywhere. Okay, you can listen to it on YouTube, on Spotify, on Apple Music, on SoundCloud, and as it is for free, you can download it for free on SoundCloud. The link is down in the description. The second thing is that today I'm not gonna do a normal tutorial. Today I want to give you feedback on your tracks. I got 2 or 3 tracks to give feedback, and I decided to do a video, and I also sent you a mail asking you to send me your tracks so I could give feedback to them. And well, if you're not in the video, don't worry, because I will give you feedback on the mail, and it's more or less the same feedback. The good thing about this video is that maybe I can give you a bit of promotion, you know, because if somebody listens to your track and they like it, they can follow you, you know. And if you didn't receive the mail, it's because I don't have it. So send me your tracks. The promotion mail is this one. So send me your tracks there and I will give you feedback, and if I see that you like a lot this video and you support it a lot, I will make more if I have more tracks to review. By the way, I have a flu, so maybe you can hear it on my voice or you can see my red nose or things like that, okay? So the first track to review is by Theldrek. It's called Where's the Party? I want to say that I prefer to receive SoundCloud links, not YouTube links or Spotify or things like that, but don't worry, I will review this one. Okay, first of all, I think here the kick is not right. It's so low. And it seems like it has a filter and doesn't have highs. Also with this clap, I think it needs more highs. Well, I think that the lead could, well, this plug could be a bit better, you know. I think it sounds doesn't sound really clear, you know. It sounds a bit muddy and like filtered, you know, as the claps and the kick, you know. I think it needs more highs and maybe add more reverb or things like that, you know, to fill up more the mix and make it sound better. Alright, the bass is maybe too loud. I don't have an analyzer. If you support these kind of videos and you give some likes, so I know that you support them, I would download an analyzer to use it outside of FL Studio. But I think there's too much bass. It seems like it lowers all the rest, you know. It's fighting with for the place, you know. And if there's too much bass, you don't have a space for the other things. Yeah, that's what I said. I think you have too much bass. The kick needs a bit more of high frequencies, you know, to stand out a bit more on the mix and sound clear. The leads need more work, you know. Maybe try to add other layers or even change that lead or EQ it. I think it doesn't sound clear. It sounds a bit muddy, you know. It needs more high frequencies, of course. Yeah, just try to get better on the mix down. Okay, the idea is not bad. Maybe try to layer the sounds better. You can check my how to layer series. Maybe that can help you a bit. The next one is by Slayers, Dark Sky. Well, I think you go too low here. You cannot hear the drums, you know, you have to level a bit better that part. The melody is pretty nice, you know. The feeling gives is pretty cool. What they think at this part. At this part, you need more impact, you know, a stronger impact to like make this change, this transition. You have that sub drop, but it needs more like a real impact, you know. Try to add maybe some orchestral drums or things like that, or some crashes to make it sound more powerful at this part. About the leads is the same as the previous track. You need to layer better your sounds. It sounds super, I don't know how to say, like super cheap, you know. It doesn't sound powerful. You need to add more layers and EQ it better. So try to check my tutorials, maybe they help you. Okay, this transition you have to make it better. Sometimes what I do is to make a really huge reverb on that part, you know, the leads. Add another reverb, not the one that you used to put it in the mix. Just want to make this effect, okay? And with a really long decay. And at the last notes, you enable this reverb, and it's gonna create like a downlifter effect with the reverb, and the transition is gonna be a lot better. Because now it's a really hard transition, you know. It's like it can be two different tracks, you know. And at this part you should add more things, you know, more downlifters, more uplifters. There's a gap there that it sounds super empty, you know. Try to add maybe more snares, more reverb on the snares or thing like that, or maybe a vocal or thing like that.
The heavens above.
Okay, about the kick is nice, but the reverb is the same. It needs more layers. It needs to sound more powerful, you know. Check the how to layer leads tutorial that I have. And I would recommend you also to check an old tutorial I have about reverb, because you don't have too much reverb, and as you have some silence on the melody, that part can be nice to increase the reverb on that part, you know, to cover that space. So what you can do is to use a P controller, and every time that the leads are playing, the reverb is going down a bit, and that part, as there are no notes to play, the reverb is gonna be louder, and it's gonna cover all that space, and it's gonna be sound a lot better. The next track is by Rico Percuma, co-produced with Lynn Reichmakers, called Daydream. It is too repetitive, okay? You need to add more things here, like vocal stabs, you know, or ad libs, or add some pads as the track is going. Maybe add a pad that is increasing the volume or things like that to make it more interesting and moving, because it's so static at that part and so repetitive. I think it's more or less the same as the other guys. You need to layer a bit more the sounds. Maybe in this one it can work if it's not that much layered, you know, because more or less like a plug. But it's so low in the mix, it needs to be higher. You have too much reverb. Maybe try my trick of the reverb, the one I said before, that you use pre-controller and you decrease the reverb every time the leads are playing, so they sound clear in the mix. And maybe the kick is too loud. Yeah, and you need either a vocal or things to cover all the breakdown, because the breakdown is too repetitive and boring. You know, it's super. All the time is the same. You know, just the piano and some sounds, but it makes it boring. So you need to add more things. This one is by The Rocks, Dan, I think, D4N.
They say you don't gotta go home, but you can't stay here.
This vocals looks familiar, I think.
And no, I don't wanna be alone in the world out there. Yeah, you and me fight like animals. Keep dancing the sun up. Keep dancing the sun up. They say you don't gotta go home, but you can't stay here. Yeah, you and me love like sun. Keep dancing the sun up.
Okay, I know what you wanted to do. You wanted to use those little phrases of bright lights to create like a vocal, but they don't really work well. You know, it's like completely different things in another like style of singing. You know, so I wouldn't use those. About the first one is the one I used on Alone. So I'm not saying that you don't have to use it because I use it, okay? Because it's a free vocal, you can use it if you want, all these things. But I recommend you to at least change a bit, you know, because there's already my track. Maybe your track gets more famous than mine, of course, it can be. But I would change it just a little bit, you know, maybe the pitch, maybe adding some vocoders, or just using it with maybe like vocal chops or thing like that. Okay, this part before the drop, don't have the leads that loud because they are fighting with the vocal. Or you have the leads or you have the vocal, one of or the other. Well, you need to work a lot more on the mixdown. The leads don't sound powerful. It sounds like super washed out, you know, like too much super sauce, but there's nothing like in your face giving the dry signal, and you need something to give the power. The kick needs a bit more space, maybe with more sidechain, or maybe increasing the height of the kick or things like that.
Can't stay here. And no, I don't wanna be
I like this part with this plug and the pads and all these things.
alone in the world. They say dancing the sun up.
Okay, as I said, you need to work more on the mixdown. You need to give a space for the things, okay? First of all, try to change the leads or work on them, because they sound like there's too much noise and not enough leads. I don't know if you understand what I mean. And you need to give a space for the things, you know. You need a space for the kick, you need a space for the leads, you need a space for the bass line and all these things. And that's, you're gonna get that just by mixing the track. Alright guys, this is it. I hope you like this kind of videos, and I hope that you can learn from the problems that others have in the track, because probably you also have those problems. So if you want to send me your track, I put the mail at the beginning of this video, and nothing else, I guess. Give some likes so I know that you like this kind of video. Subscribe so you don't miss any tutorial. Listen to my track Superman, and see you in the next video.
Jump in the air like Superman.